Hello everybody, this is the map room. Actually I'm lying, this isn't the map room. This was once the map room. It is no longer. This is our museum. You may remember it. We have our panda in a minecart, as you tend to do. We have our labyrinth times and some monuments to some other things found within the world. And this brand new copper thing. Where does that take us? I wonder. Oh, this contains the map and the teleporters to the final 3 builds. Yes, the final 3 builds. Now first of all, let's go into the map room. Can you tell the copper update happened? Is that obvious? I wanted to make a copper room and this felt like a good excuse. And here's the map. To the big map. Also does not even show all the areas I'm going to do the build in. Like one of them is definitely missing, another one maybe. But here is the map. You may notice some edits to the map. Some things that weren't there before. We will go through them later. But yes, this is the place that has teleporters for the final 3 builds. Well, the final 3 planned builds. I'm not going to say I'll never build on this world again, because that's probably not going to be true. I'm also not going to say that I'm never going to build on Minecraft again, because that's also probably not going to be true. However, when I was going through any sort of idea for anything I could build, I only really had passion for 3 ideas. The only 3 ideas that I'm like, yes, I really want to do it. Either because I think it's going to look cool, or because it's something I've talked about doing for a long time and just never did. So my plan is we're going to do those 3 big builds, and then we'll, at least for now, call it on building on this world. If I have a new idea for this world that I really love, I'll build it. If I have a new idea for a new world I really love, I'll build it. But I'm also not going to force myself to keep making Minecraft if I don't have any good ideas for it. But perhaps the most important thing right now is what are the 3 builds I want to do? Well, we have the first one, which will be starting in the next episode. We have Pixelandia, which is a terrible name that I'll probably change, but I don't currently have a better one. But that will be an underwater city. I've been promising that for a little while in this world. Ever since I saw we had a big expanse of water that I could build a city in, I've been planning it, which is that expanse of water there. Although, over here appears to have a similar expanse of water, so 2 potential locations, but we will decide that when we get to that build. The next one will be the Pixelandia Pyramid City. Now, some of you who have been around a while may remember that once upon a time in the far off land of 2020 I had my own Minecraft realm. It wasn't particularly, well, it wasn't long term popular, it was short term popular, but the popularity fizzled out a little bit. But it was fun. We had some great builds and we had some fun times. And I always had planned to build a kind of pyramid palace for myself on that world. I even began it, and then it just didn't happen. Well, I still have the idea in my head, and I'm going to expand upon that even further and make a full-on ancient Egyptian style city. That one will not be on this map, because I have found a big desert area that is way north. But the teleporter will take us there, so it's fine. And finally, this one also will not be on the map, because this one I've been talking about while not placing accidental blocks since I started this world. Building my own nether fortress / city. Now the teleporter for that will be on the map. In fact, the teleporter is already on the map. But of course, that is the portal. The city itself will not be. The portal is here. A naturally occurring one, but it's near some builds I already have. So I'm going to build it up, turn it into a proper one, and that'll be it. But that is the final project. So we will not be doing that for a while. Now, we talked about some other things I did. I'm going to show you those things. The reason I did these things was simple. I didn't want to do an episode. It was just a map room. And this was something I talked about for a while. I will one day stop placing glass blocks. But today is not that day. Also, we have copper stuff now. I added some copper bits. I did also make a few changes, which I will show just the one when we get there. Which will take a minute of just changing up some of the things, because we have shelves now, which work better for windows than the trapdoors do. So, you know, little sort of quality of life updates, which this isn't a quality of life update, but, you know, there's no reason we can't do the odd quality of life thing. You come this way through sort of a water path that has been here for a long time now. It's literally built this a couple of years ago. It looks absolutely beautiful in the dark. But we come here and we turn right, and there's a path. Well, where does this lead, I wonder? Why, it leads into an area with more water behind the mine. What's all this about? Well, as you can see, I've built out other channels as well. Like a couple there, which are quite obvious, which leads into here. And then I've got some more channels here. Where could we be going? Well, if it isn't already obvious, we're heading to the village that I built a long time ago. That was one of the starting projects. That was before the city. My plan was always to have all the water connected, but it just never happened. I just never got around to it. The water was almost connected. It was an almost perfect waterway for like getting everywhere via boat, but there were just the odd bits missing, the odd little bits of area that were not quite connected. And now we've changed that. You'll notice, you look here, this originally was all sealed up, but I made a channel here so that we can get through. And then we head up here. Do you remember that portal I mentioned? That one that we're going to be turning into something. Well, it's pretty ugly right now. But don't worry, I promise you, it will look far better when it is done. We have one of these towers up here. And that was all sealed in, but we've added it. And then we have another chasm here. I'll show you why, although we've already had a hint of it. Because this is the museum for the Ultimate Labyrinth. And this wasn't connected. We had a docks, but this water area was completely self-contained. It looked very nice, but it didn't actually lead anywhere. Well, now it's attached to the main water network, and that's really what I've done. So this isn't the most comprehensive of episodes, this isn't the episode with the most amount of stuff, but I'm happy with it, because it started a process for what will be, if not the final builds, then definitely the final builds of me doing this as a regular thing. Because after building things on Minecraft for several years now, my Minecraft builds predates this channel. There's been quite a few years now. But after so long, I do seem to be running out of ideas. Or at least ideas that I really, really want to make. There's lots of ideas where I'm looking at it thinking, yeah, I could make it. But I could make it? I need better reason to do it than that. It takes a lot of time. Hundreds of hours have gone into this. And I'm happy with what I've done, but if a project isn't something I'm really passionate about, I'm not going to put hundreds of hours in. I think that's reasonable. But as I've said, we've still got 3 main projects to do. And even if I never play Minecraft again after those are done, we've still got those 3. So don't worry, we will be here for a while. Until then though, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. My world looks really good, doesn't it? In the new textures, my world looks really good. Hang on, I think if we get down here, it looks even better. Got the shimmer in the water and the reflections and everything. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I imagine the first episode of this may be a little bit because I have a few other videos I wish to put out first. But it should be relatively soon. I will see you next time when we are not doing Minecraft at all. We are doing something Pokemon based. Whether or not I do the thing I have planned depends on whether it works. It could change, but it will be Pokemon regardless. But I'll see you then.